Hi everybody, it's Kathy here, and I'm joining you with a how to kill a kit with style layout. So from my kit that I made at the beginning of January, I pulled out this pre-made base page that I put into my kit when I wanted to use, and that's what I'm using today. Now I'll put a link here for where I created that page back in November probably, but I'm using this photo, which is our family photo from our Christmas picture in the city, and I'm got some scraps here, so I could put it into Baby Got Scraps because the base was all scraps as well. So I'm just going to matte it on this red cardstock. It's a mulberry red cardstock, and I really actually do love this colour. This layout is a really quick, easy one that's coming together because, as I said, the base was already prepared. And it is a simple base. It's just a horizontal, well in this case a vertical one, and it's got strips of paper which I cut into fishtails that runs across the layout. So I'm just going to use the middle here of this cardstock to matte the quote that I have as well, because I just love that red, and I'm going to use it for lots of other things as well because it's just the perfect Christmas red. And I've got a few die cuts that I want to cut out of the remainder that's left. So I'm just going to trim around this quote, and this is a great way of extending your stash if you have limited cardstock, which some people do, and the budgets are getting tighter around the world, I know that. So this is a great way of still doing our love of this hobby, but extending it so that you can. And I had to do that for many, many years. So it's a habit now that I just do. I'm going to use that same piece now to put my photo down, and then I will have a mat all the way around. So you can see that this is going to be a quick and easy layout once I get that photo down. Alright, so I went shopping through my ephemera and some die cuts that I have, and I've pulled them together to create this layout. And I've just found these two reindeer die cuts that I've been gifted some time back, probably through my pocket letter period. So I'm just inking up the edges with the scorched timber just to define them a little bit more, and I thought they were great because they are prancing reindeer, which suits nicely for a Santa photo. And I'm going to do those in top left, bottom right, and that will be formation of my clusters. I have these poinsettia flowers, which are beautiful, that I can just tie in there, and they are a felt sticker, felt flower. More out of my stash into a layout, which is awesome. Now I have this frame. Now you can see it up here. I put it as the black, but when I go to stick it down, you watch it and I change it. So I have these two banner tags here, which I'm just deciding where to do. I've got the black in it because of the black in the clothing in the photos, and I just want to drag a little bit in. Plus there's the darker strip in running across the page as well. So I'm trying to tie it all in. I put another flower into that little cluster there, and I have that gold tree, and I have the browny goldy colour with the reindeers. So when I go to stick this all down, I realise that on the other side of that frame it is gold, so that's perfect. And I actually just use that one as the face up so that it matches the gold tree. I can put the stamp down with the date on it because I know what day we had that photo. And then I have these pink fresh sparkly gems, and they're multifaceted, so they really are sparkly, and I really do like the fact that they're so sparkly. So I'm going to start with the bigger ones, just put down into the 3 points around the layout. I just need a bigger one for that's what came out. And now that I've done that, I'm just going to place some more around the layout, and then I will build a medium and a small one into each spot so that it's nice and sparkly, because it wouldn't be Christmas unless it was sparkly. And as you can see, I'm having difficulty pick up the tiny one, so I just put that down myself. And I'll just do this top one up here. So, as I said, it's the little ones. I had a lot of trouble with those little tiny ones. And because there were 4, I had to put in an extra one so that it was an odd. So I got 5. So, you know, odds are pleasing to the eye. So now I have the sets of 3 in the 5 spaces around the layout, and now it feels balanced. I'm just going to quick pick these up because they are beautiful gems, these pink fresh ones, and they are, like I said, multifaceted, so they have that extra sparkliness to them. Now, I think to myself that photo is not straight, but now looking at it, I realised that it was straight, and you'll see I'll go back and fix that again. I don't know what was going on there, but I was just thinking it wasn't straight, but it actually is. So I'm pretty happy with how this came together. It was very simple, very easy. I'm going to now cover up my photo because I'm going to add some extra gold sparkles with my Dina Wakley gilt spray here, and that's going to just add that little bit of extra to the layout. This has been a really quick and easy layout, and that's because I am using my base pages. I created these for Ginger's Hop last year for November, but unfortunately I didn't get them done at that time due to work commitments and so forth. So I really wanted to get them done so that they were cleared out of my stash, and by having them in this How to Kill a Kit with Style, it has been a great help of getting those layouts into albums for the photos that I have. Now, this is my completed layout. I am, as I said, quite pleased with how this came together and how quickly. It's surprising when you create bases what you think is going to happen and what actually happens. There you can see the gilt spray. You can see that there is dimension there where I've popped things up, making them stand up with foam tape underneath, and those little bits of sparkle are going to dry and be perfect for this layout. If you are interested in how that came together, I have already put the link in at the top of this video, but down below is a list of all the people who are playing along with How to Kill a Kit with Style this month. I'm sure you're going to be very excited when you look at all the wonderful talented people that are involved. Thank you once again for popping by. I appreciate every single one of you. Leave a comment for me down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Here's my next recommendation for you, and happy scrapping till next time.